I'm fishing on a private lake, and I've caught 3 bluegill out of this hole right here. Just caught 2 in a row. They're not very big, but at least we're catching something. Oh, there's a bite. There he is. Oh, there's a little bit nicer one. That's the biggest one of the day. They're not real big. Look at this one. See that purple in there? Isn't it just wonderful what God has made? Beautiful. Look at that, the way that sun hits it. Beautiful. Little bitty one. That bobber laid over on its side, which means that he picked it up and was swimming up with it a little bit. He almost looks like a little red ear, little baby red ear. Yeah, get back in there. There are big fish in here because I've caught big fish out of here the rest of the year. Bluegills and red ear, big red ear. Another little one. Oop. I'll tell you what though, I'd like to get a mess to take home to the skillet, but when it's January and, hey, give me that bee moth. When it's January and deer season's been over for a while and you've been cooped up for a while, just getting out on the ice is fun, getting some fresh air and some sunshine. And if I just stand here and catch these little bitty ones all day, I'm still going to have a great time. Oh, come on. Go ahead. A little bit bigger, but not much. Hang on. Well, if you guys would just get a little bit bigger. Let me show you what I'm using here. It's just a small ice jig. And this one's orange. I was also catching them on a yellow one that was bigger, but I switched to this one because I thought that big one might be causing me to lose some fish. Tipping them with these bee moths. These bee moths that I'm fishing with, some people call them wax worms. We've always called them bee moths. If they get cold, they'll quit moving around, and if they get too cold, they'll die. So they say 55 to 60 degrees is a pretty good temperature to keep them at. But when you're fishing, you keep them in your pocket. These overalls are insulated, and I keep them in my pocket, and they're good and lively right now. And what I do is I let it drop and set just for a few seconds. Sometimes they'll hit it once it settles, and then when I start jigging it, I'll bring it up about 5 or 6 inches a few times in a row, and then let it sit. And that seems to be what's working the best today. You can also, work it erratically like this, and then let it sit. And do a little bit more. Or you can kind of swim it around the hole. And I've done all that today, but most of my bites have been this right here. Bring it up about 5 or 6 inches, let it fall real slow. Let it sit for a few seconds. And that's when they've been hitting it. I don't know if the microphone is picking up that noise. I hope it is, so that you can hear it. Ice will kind of expand and contract, and as it lets off stress, it sends this noise out at the stress points when the ice moves and everything. It sends this noise out all across the lake, and the first time you hear it when you're out on the ice, it's kind of eerie, but then you get used to it and it's kind of neat sounding. It's not cracking. It's just a noise that it makes whenever it releases stress in different areas, and sometimes you can feel it. Did you hear that? That was a big one through there. There he is. Oh, you little bitty thing. What are you doing out of bed? Oh, already got a bite. Just as soon as it's settled. Come on now. Oh. I don't think you got my bait. There he is again. Yep. Okay. Now you guys are a little bit better. There we go. That's a little more like it right there. Where you guys been hiding? There we go. I can get some meat off of. All right. All right. Second nice one in a row. Look at that. Boy, look at all that purple. Boy, they are pretty out of the ice. He'll eat. There we go. Got him. Not too bad. You done?